Hey everybody, welcome back to Holt Growers. I'm your host Timothy Holt and this is inside my greenhouse. So it is a relatively chilly day in April here in western Pennsylvania. It's about 40 degrees outside. Here in the greenhouse we're looking at about 62. Slightly partly cloudy, it's a little overcasted today, a little breezy. You might hear the wind with the plastic, but not too shabby. One thing that I have noticed this week is the radishes are coming up really nicely. They'll be ready to harvest in about 2 weeks, I'm estimating. The spring salad mix is coming up pretty nice right in front of me here. And our Little Marvel sweet peas are sprouting really well. I'll just move the camera in closer and let you get a good view of that, because that's going to be the main topic of our video today. Is right here. As you can see, they're looking really nice. They're sprouting really well. They're getting ready to start to grab. You can see these little feelers right there. They're going to use those to grab onto something, because these Little Marvel peas, put the camera back here. There we go. So the Little Marvel pea shoots need something to climb onto. If you look at last year's video with the Little Marvels, we tried using some twine guidelines for the peas and the tomatoes. It seemed to work pretty well, actually. I was relatively impressed. It's low cost, it's really inexpensive, it's easy to put in, and they climbed on it really well. It also made harvesting pretty easy, because I could harvest on one side and reach around to get to the other side pretty well by simply moving them out of the way. So I liked it. Other ways that I've seen used are chicken wire fencing. I've seen welded fencing, chain link, tomato cages, lattice work. Pretty much anything that they can climb, those little fingers can hook onto so it can climb, the pea plant is going to be happy with. So I'm going to go with the guidelines again, because I liked how well it worked last year, so we're going to do that this year. It's really easy to put together. It just takes some bundling twine or string. I got the twine already. It's each one of these rolls, I have 2 of them, are 300 feet roll, so it works pretty well. And I already started on this end. Simply tie a knot either at the bottom or at the top, and then it's just one continuous loop until you get to the end of the row or you run out. Sounds like the wind's picking up outside. I hope that's not going to be too loud in the video and you can hear me over it. I don't have very good sound dampening for the wind, so I apologize for that. What I did last year is I staked down the drip system, which is that soaker hose, and used the bundling twine and just use that as my loop to hold the twine down. You do need something to hold it in place. Bamboo stakes work, tent stakes, sticks I've seen, anything to hold it down into the ground. You don't want to actually tie it to the stalk itself. It will impede growth, and as it grows you're going to get a lot of slack. So I like to use the drip because that's not going to go anywhere all season. It's going to stay right where it's at. So since it's going to be a semi-permanent fixture, I can use it to hold my lines in place. So it's really easy. Take your twine, you're going to loop through the top, loop through the bottom. I do have a hammer because I don't currently have this staked completely down the drip. the soaker hose isn't staked completely in place yet. But simply wrap it around the bottom. The hammers just help keeping it loose so I don't put too much tension in it. And you come out, up, and back down. I'm going to move my hammer over here, being careful not to smash my plants, just to keep it loose. You don't want too much tension in the line. Because then when it comes to harvesting, you're not going to be able to move them out of the way to get to the backside very well. So we're going to keep doing this until we get all the way down to the end here. And we'll probably be using this for our tomato plants as well. Too. Now, green beans, we do plant green beans here. A sweet green bean, but those are bush. We use a bush plant, not a vine plant, so they don't need any support. They just get about this tall, and they seem to work pretty well for us. So, however, if we were doing a pole bean or a vine bean instead of a bush, all right, so there we have it. Get you a little better, closer view here. So we simply tie the knot up here, run our string line all the way down to the bottom, and then we'll just have these fingers here, and just kind of coax them or tease them into grabbing onto the line there as they get taller. And then once they get on, like these right here, are leaning towards the other way, so they're not quite long enough to really grab, but they will be soon. And as you can see, we go the entire length. And the wind must be picking up. The sun definitely came out, because we're getting a lot of wind noise from this plastic. But that's what I'm going to leave you with today. I hope you've got something out of this. Get out, grow something today. I know that may sound like a catchphrase, but it's true. I want you to get out and grow something. And really, I mean, this works in a backyard garden, it works in a greenhouse setting, it's easy to do, it doesn't take very long, and fresh produce is delicious. So, get out, grow something today. Hit that subscribe button if you got something out of this, if you like getting this. Notification button is that bell. I try to upload a new video each week. Some are better than others, but hopefully you get something out of all of them. Leave a comment if you like. If you got another way you handle peas, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So, thank you, and may God richly bless you.